Hello, everybody. I know it's really late right now at the moment, but I promise this will be, I guess, a short video. Where so the last time we checked on this story, um, we basically went and did like the whole thing there. I don't know. We basically went back and finished the story, like for real reals this time. But there was an epilogue that needed to tie up some very loose ends. And that's why we're here. So we're now going into Fire and Ice for the truly, really, really, really for real last time. um, and on the channel. This is really for real the last time, though. I'm sad to say that, but it really is the last time. So this is it. The epilogue. After this, there's no more. That's it. We're done. We analyzed all we could. That's about it. Hello, Alyssa. So yeah, this is gonna be enjoyable. Now I'm actually surprised that it didn't actually take that long. Oh, it was updated 4 hours ago. No one told me. No one told me. I'm not like I looked on like I'm gonna look on my party planner Instagram. Nothing happened. Wait. Oh. Okay. But no one told me about it. Jeez. That's anger inducing. No, nothing. Like there's absolutely nothing. Like nothing whatsoever. That's crap. All right, fine. Also, while I'm doing this, my party plan my best worst thing my that I said I was gonna do on Instagram, that's uploading now. That's gonna be fun. All right. Okay. Well, I saw her story and I'm scared that it's like not really for real. Okay. So it's like, come on, for real, please. Yes, nice to see you too, Alyssa. Um, I'm sorry that I did this like late at night. It's like 10:12 where I live. Um, so yeah, I've got a lot to do tomorrow. Like I've got a choir concert and everything. So I promise I'm not gonna take like way too long with this. So um, I'm gonna wipe my glasses down for like the umpteenth time because my glasses are always dirty for some reason. And when we get there, obviously we will get this done and hopefully have this all be over. So, any news on when B goes on season 9? No, I have not heard anything. So, I don't know why the messages are just coming through twice for some reason. Apparently YouTube's acting like I'm not going to get the messages when I clearly am. I don't know. YouTube just likes to be mean to me or everyone of their creators. So who cares? We're so close to 1,000 though. It's crazy. So this is the epilogue. Let's get this going. um, for real, like for really reals this time. Let's really for real finish it. Today was my friend's birthday. Her name's Chloe. Well, happy birthday, Chloe. Um, yeah. Okay, so let's really real for real finish this. Once again, the credit goes to Autumn because this is her story and everything like that. Obviously, I'm doing this like beyond her expectations, so take that. But it'll be so much. But it'll be so much fun to tag her whenever I get there. So, it was early in the morning, the kind of early during which all signs of the coming day are still hidden far behind the horizon. The horizon. It's late, man. I can't help it. All right. But I wonder how that would be. I still don't know how that is. From high overhead, a quinler swooped down. Its ripple. You don't need to tell. You don't need to really tell us this at all. It's like I mean, this is the epilogue. We already know this crap. We don't really need to hear it again. Feathery wings extended at his sides, fluffy fur and the light breezing blowing by. Um, his rider sat upon his back, fingers, yeah. Hopefully, trade comes soon. Yeah, they're already having guesses as like February of next year when it comes out, but I don't know that yet because it's Google. Netflix didn't really confirm it or anything like that, so obviously, um, I'm gonna check my Gmail. Oh, it's me. The Gmail is me. All right. Oh well. But yeah, Gmail for some reason likes to basically tell my other profiles on my email or something when I'm live for some reason. I don't care about it, but I don't know. I don't care. Can someone explain to me what that story is? Because I'm totally lost right now. Sure thing, buddy. It's basically a story called Fire and Ice. It's by an artist named Autumn Troll, which it's basically a story about Poppy wanting to bring back a tradition by totally by bringing back a tradition of ice skating that her mother did. And Branch helps her out with that. Brobby stuff happens, as well as interesting stuff with the Kaleido Snow and stuff like that. I think you'll enjoy it. It's just such, there is like no, there's almost no error whatsoever with this story. I think you'll enjoy it if it means like going through a whole plot line. I mean, as you are not like entirely a Brobby shipper, you may not enjoy like the relationship they have through the story, but I think you'll still enjoy the story as like a beautiful story that definitely did stuff maturely and stuff like that. So I think you'll have fun. I'm just reading the epilogue, so if you haven't read this right now, I suggest not watching this video. It's spoiler. All right. Yeet, yeet, yeet. Alrighty. What am I doing saying yeet? I'm not a part of Gen Z. I promise. All right. Um, his rider sat upon his back, fingers steadily gripping the reins as he guided the creature further down toward the mountainside where the caves resided. Easy, pal, Branch spoke. When the Quinler's paws met the ground, the rocky ground, he gave a chattering sound, throwing his head back. Branch laughed, knowing exactly what his furry friend was asking for. Leaning forward, he gently scratched under his chin. Good boy, Ripple, good boy. I saw season 8 of Trolls. I loved it. It was the perfect birthday gift since it came out on my birthday, November 22nd. I'm glad that they gave you such a great gift. And that's the power of Trolls, baby. All right. Um, Ripple flicked his tail. Right, tail? I'm pretty sure. Yeah, purring at his owner's attention. Branch hadn't been alone on his early morning flight. His lips formed a tender smile as he heard the troll sitting in front of him yawn and stir. He touched his chin to her shoulder, rubbing his cheek against hers. Hey there, sleepyhead, he murmured quietly. Welcome back. Welcome. I can try reading it so you can tell me where to find the story. Yes, it's basically at fanfiction.net, and all you have to do is type in Fire and Ice Trolls. It'll pop up, I promise. Okay. Hey there, sleepyhead, he murmured quietly. Welcome back. Letting go of the reins, he took hold of her hand. As he laced his fingers with hers, he heard their wedding rings brushing together. So they did get married. Awesome. Wait, you totally did not do that. Okay. Not the best thing for me, but okay. And he could only sit there and wonder how one little sound could hit the ears so beautifully. I'm not making that sound. She inhaled drowsily and rubbed her at her eyes. How long was I out? A pretty good while, Branch replied. Almost half the trip. Remorse set in plain as day on her face. I'm sorry, I was just so tired. Oh god, it's probably gonna make me yawn for real that time. No. Don't be sorry. I'm glad you got some rest. He hopped down to the surface of the ledge they landed on and turned around just in time to see Poppy readying herself to jump down too. Eyes popping wide open, he pulled her down into his arms before she had the chance. Oh, no, you don't. She gave an over-exaggerated groan, but despite it, she looked up at her husband with a loving little smirk. You're never going to let me have fun again, are you? Because trolls just want to have fun. Arms encircling themselves around her. Okay, that's a grammar error there, but I don't care. So very gently yet playfully. Oh, wait, I'm an idiot. He, so very gently yet playfully, pulled her to him from behind. her back to his chest. I will, I promise. His hands travel downward, rubbing at the round. Oh, it's a baby! Oh, yay! Again, why did you skip all this? You could have gave us a ton of interesting stuff there, honestly. Poking on into the pale green fabric of her dress. Once those little buns done baking, Poppy laughed. They're getting to be not so little, she says. She leaned back against them and glanced down. I can hardly see my feet anymore. Well, yeah. Yes, they did. Well, actually, no. She's pregnant with the baby. They didn't have it yet. I know, he chuckled, nuzzling the back of her head with a grin of absolute contentment. It's such an adorable look on you. Shut it, she laughed, tipping her head back and giving him an upside-down kiss. Hey, it's Spider-Man all over again. What? He said when their lips parted. I can call my pregnant wife adorable if I want to. What's wrong? What's so wrong with that? Nothing. It's just that it's at the expense of my lack of balance and achy back and self-consciousness. Like wife, like husband. The only thing you should be conscious about regarding yourself is how irresistible I find you and how happy you make me. I don't know. Maybe it is. I don't know. I haven't gotten there yet. If they tell us. She prodded the underside of his nose. Buddy, you better be real careful with that silver tongue. You know I can cry at the drop of a hat nowadays. Wait, really? Oh, God. Oh, I'm well aware. So here's the plan. If I cause trouble before we get back outside, then I'll dry your tears and give you a back rub after we get settled in at our old campsite. How's that sound? Like heaven. I'm not doing the stuff. I'm not doing that. Unless you want me to do it like microwave. Anyway, I love being a YouTuber. I love my demonetized thing here. So yeah. Came her contented murmur as he supported her with his arm and walked with her toward the cave entrance. Now I'm kind of hoping you cause trouble. Jesus. You two need to stop before I laugh so hard that I need to go off screen and end the stream. All right. Branch grinned even more, chest resonating with fond laughter. With Ripple holding Branch's lantern in his teeth, he followed the two trolls through the chambers until they arrived at the one filled with crystals. It's just like I remember, Poppy marveled, enthralled once again by the radiant glow given off by the countless crystals all around. Then, after giving herself the opportunity to bask in this glow and get reacquainted with the cave and all its hidden splendor, she gave a happy sigh and retrieved 2 crowns from the bag strapped to Ripple's back. One was hers, the other she handed to her. Oh, sorry, I choked again. The other she handed to her husband. Okay, time to accessorize for the occasion. Wait, are they becoming king and queen now? Sweet! Did your parents wear their crowns for this? I don't know, but that's how you and I are doing it, because it makes it feel official that way. He shrugged. Whatever you say. After sliding the crown over his hair, he stood to his full height, situating the leafy band and looking to her to make sure it was straight. Yay! I have a question. Okay, what is it? Which season was your favorite and which episode was your favorite? And Trolls Week goes on. Yikes. Oh boy, that's going to be a tough one. For season, it's between the last 2, obviously. But my most favorite episode is Bye Bye Bunker. And my favorite season is season 7, specifically because of Gem Day. I also like the episodes of season 8, but they weren't as like exciting or like emotional and stuff as season 8 as 7 was. She fixed it for him with a dreamy little smile. And plus, you look so regal and handsome in yours, and I will use any and every excuse I can find to see you wear it. Awesome. He nodded, an amused smirk working at the corner of his lips. Now the truth comes out. Yeah, baby. The sound of her soft chortle echoed, bouncing off the cave walls as Bran took a sharp tool and extracted 2 crystals from a cluster in reach. They walked hand in hand again, crossing the chamber and stopping when they reached the wall that displayed the cave heart that held Peppy and Primrose's names. No way! They're going to do their own! That's awesome. He handed one of the crystals to Poppy. So, did you want to start, or actually, I was thinking we make the heart together. So we start at the top, curve down on either side, and then meet at the point at the bottom. Then we'll carve our names one at a time. Branch nodded. Sounds good to me. The two found a space on the wall close to the first heart, using their hands to measure it out. They agreed on a starting point, and then, using the sharpened end of each crystal, carved out the new heart on the wall. Then it was time to add their names. You go first, said Poppy, putting a hand to her back. I gotta sit down a minute. No way. Okay, I'm not doing. No. Tired already? Branch jested, but agreed nonetheless and didn't tease her further. She had walked all the way through the caves. It only makes sense she needed a break. See, even this episode's good. My favorite episode was To Catch a Critter from season 8, when Smidge was trying to find Milton's critters. That's agreeable. I like that episode too. It wasn't quite my favorite, but still enjoyed it. So as Poppy sat on the cave floor, Ripple came up, putting on one of his "aren't I the cutest" faces, which persuaded her to pet his ears and compliment him on what a big help he'd been and what a pretty boy he was. Worked every time. Bridge, meanwhile, carved out his name inside the heart and added an ampersand. Done! By the way, if you don't know what an ampersand is, I'll put it right here. That's an ampersand. Done, he announced, holding out both his hands and helping Poppy stand, as getting back up again was something she had a bit of trouble with as of late, physically speaking. Not that Branch ever minded helping her back onto those sore little feet of hers. Maybe a foot rub was in order too. Yep, you're going to have to do it. Sorry, but you can't. It's because I love the smell and ship. Fair enough. That relationship's getting there. Too many that's breasted. Come on. And Broppy, of course. You have to have it. Not that Branch ever minded helping her. Oh yeah, I already read that. Poppy started to carve out the first letters of her name, but halfway through the O, she stiffened. Oh boy. I'm not. Are you okay? Huffing out a squeaky breath as she pressed a hand to the front of her belly. Well, wow, they're kicking like crazy in there. Twins? Twins? No way! Branch was in front of her in less than a second, ears perking eagerly. Really? He rested his hands against the same spot, waiting. Then his face lit up as he felt small bumps or nudges against his fingers. They are! They really are! Oh, man. Awesome! He cooed in a small, loving voice reserved only for their baby. I swear if one of those had to be either an elbow or a heel, Poppy told him as she went back to carving her name. Kneeling down, Branch laid his head against her stomach, closing his eyes and humming contently. I swear, I feel like I should have put that fan picture in there. I swear. Come on. Come on. That's bull. Yeah. They do not know the genders yet. They don't. Trying to get comfy, aren't you? While you grow big and strong in there, so you'll be ready to meet us when it's time. He crooned in a tone of utmost tenderness. He pulled his wife closer to him as he dotted on their... Dotted? It's one T, so it looks like... Oh, is it doted? Dotted? I don't know. On their unborn child with kisses and quiet whispers of love and telling him or her... I thought you said there! Now you're confusing me! To him or her how he couldn't wait to meet them and snuggle with them every night. Poppy finished carving out the final letter, looping the crystal around with a flourish afterward. Okay, she said, looking down at him. That's it, Branch. It's written on the cave wall. An officially official. I'm sorry, I love sentences like that. An officially official mark of our love stamped on the world. No turning back now. Still kneeling in front of her, Branch gave a subdued grunt, rubbing his cheek against her belly. Bummer, he said, picking his head up to offer Poppy a mock look of disappointment. This means I gotta toss out all my emergency escape plans? Afraid so. The backups too? She had begun to slip her fingers through his hair. Yup. Dang it. Dang it, man. Go on. All right. Exhaling in a sarcastic sigh, he dropped his hands and stood up. Fine. Guess I'll rip them apart. and pitch them in a fire when we get back home. As he stood facing her, Poppy looked down with a sweet smile, placing her hands back on her growing bum. Hello there, my little prince or princess. It's your mommy. Her gaze lifted to meet Branch's, encouraging him to speak. And your dad. Oh my god, they're so cute. I can't even. And this is cuter, he said before Poppy cheerfully went on. And we're all here to carry on a royal tradition that your grandparents started. And we hope if it's something you want to do, you'll carry it on one day. When you're all grown up and have a special troll in your life that you'll start your very own family with. And when you're old enough, we'll tell you the story behind it all, along with the story of how tradition brought your father and I together. Branch put his arm around her. Both are stories worth a listen. Oh, man. Like I said many times, the emotion and sincere moments are my greatest weakness. As Poppy leaned against them, the two admired their brand new heart now etched into the cave wall right near the first. After leaving the cave, Branch and Poppy rode on Ripple's back through the valley grounds. Soon they arrived at the place by the river where they'd set up camp during their first trip here. Poppy was staring up at the sky, which was still mostly dark. So it's night? You remember our first night here when we made a wish on that star? It shot across the sky right here, she said, pointing. Branch looked at the spot she pointed to. I don't think I'll ever be able to forget anything about that night, honestly. A troll doesn't so easily forget the night he shared his first kiss with the girl he fell for. I just got here. Good, you're here. Have fun, because that's what I always do. I like to have fun with my streams, or at the very least, give the sincere stuff everyone's wanting. Poppy smiled up at him. So, did you ever get your wish? I did. Her smile widened. What did you wish for? I never asked you. Don't worry. This will be posted later. I'm gonna address that later. But don't worry, Leah. All of this, don't worry. This will be posted right back for everyone to watch later. And plus, it's good for you to be here late than never. That's the thing. Better late than never. All right. Her smile widened. What do you wish for? I never did ask you. He held her gaze, tucking a few silky strands of hair behind a velvety pink ear. I made 2 wishes. Not sure if that's allowed, but my first was for you to be happy, even if that meant I wouldn't get to be the one to share a home and family with you one day. And above all, I just wanted you to be happy and still do now. Yay! Yay. And your second wish? My second wish, that if by some miracle I did get to be the one to share those things with you, that I could spend the rest of forever doing that. There was a blissful look on her face as she answered, that's pretty much exactly what I wish for too. Yeah? She hummed. I wish for you and me and a place all our own, somewhere we both felt safe, sitting cuddled up all warm and cozy, holding a baby in my arms that we made together, and you holding both of us, because that's what would make me truly happy. No, not yet. I just said not yet. Because that's what would make me truly happy. Planting flowers in a garden that I get to grow with you. Guess both our wishes are coming true, huh? Ah, man. One thing that I'm not... Stop. Oh, the connection's unstable. Come back. There we go. It just feels all lovey-dovey. That's not a bad thing, of course. That's not a bad thing, obviously, because you definitely provided a lot of emotional moments back in these other chapters, so you're good. Autumn, and you always will be. Heart flooding with endless adoration for his wife, his soulmate, and the soon-to-be mother of his child, he gave her a deep, loving kiss on the lips, arms snuggled around her middle. Remind me later to go find that star so I can thank it. Ah, man. Jeez. This story wants to inspire my love life, I swear. Miles away on a lofty hill obscured by fog. Uh-oh. I could already see it. Uh-oh. Wait, I don't know what's going on. Hold on a minute. Miles away on a lofty hill obscured by fog, one that overlooked a A ravine littered with copses of thorn bushes and thick briar vines, a lone castle stood, and within one of its higher towers, another pair of trolls were welcoming their children into the world. But it wasn't as happy an occasion as it should have been. So this is not Poppy and Branch. Okay, who is it? I'm taking off the hat so you can see. Who is it? Yes, it is. But it wasn't as happy an occasion as it should have been. The exhausted mother lay on a bed of leaves, tears and sweat coating her face as her breath came in weary wheezes. Beside her, a male troll was cradling a squirming newborn baby. His smile was fearful but full of love. It's a girl, so 2 sons and a daughter. So it's triplets. Good God. What is another question? What is your favorite troll? Poppy is. Brands is another good contender, but I just love Poppy. Let me hold her, she pleaded, trembling arms weakly stretched up to the last little one she'd given birth to. The male nodded, handling the wailing infant to her. She beamed, tracing a shaky fingertip around the newborn troll's face. My sweet baby. Oh no, this isn't Poppy and Branch. But yeah, I guess you were right about the girl. My sweet baby, she breathed. She begged to hold the other 2, and the father obliged. With all 3 in her arms, she nuzzled and kissed each precious face. There we go. Then she asked their father if he would hold her. He thought it a strange request, but not an undesirable one. He slipped his arms around her, exhaling in a deep sigh and closing his eyes. I love you all more than my life, she said to her family. I hope you know that. We know, the male murmured, and we love you every bit as much. Her eyes still closed, she began to sing to them. Her voice was worn and hoarse, but the limitless love she held for her family could still be heard in the fragile melody. The male listened to her song, so relaxed and content for that moment that he didn't notice right away that her voice trailed off. He looked down, thinking that perhaps she'd merely fallen asleep. No! No. Then he realized that she wasn't breathing, her body limp and perfectly still. Darlin'? Dread grabbed hold of him as he gently shook her, getting no response. Darlin', he said again, breath picking up and voice thickening. Sunrise, he used her name this time, calling urgently to her. She didn't move. She made not a sound. Blood going cold, he stood and turned to another troll who had been assisting with the birth. She's not breathing, she told her. The female's name's Sunrise. I do not know the male's name. The aged troll's brow knit in alarm. She scooped up the 3 newborns and passed them to their father. Hold them to you and keep them close. Okay, I don't want to lose connection. We're so close. Yeah, I am too. I don't know what's happening. New characters. I don't know. As he did it, she advised the other female knelt at Sunrise's side, listening and feeling for any signs that she was still holding on. After performing a few rushed attempts to revive her, she stopped and removed her hands, casting the worried male a gravely apologetic look and shaking her head. I'm so sorry, Whiffle. Oh, that's the male's name, is Whiffle. So Sunrise and Whiffle. Stop giving us new characters. I can't understand. She's gone. No, he gasped. Oh, please, no. She shook her head wildly, his whole body trembling. She can't leave me. She's my everything. Over and over he said this, gripping the newborns to his chest. They wailed louder, as if they somehow knew their mother was no longer alive. Whiffle, the elder troll said, bracing her hands to his shoulders and making him snap out of it. She's gone. Now we must give her a proper burial. If you hold your children, I will get everything ready so we can. Instead of agreeing to her offer, he shoved the trio of crying bundles into her arms. Not until I say goodbye. No, Poppy didn't die. Poppy did not die. Another female died. Her name was Sunrise. Poppy didn't die. If Poppy did die, I would have immediately lost it. Not until I say goodbye, he cried, gritting his teeth and sniffling. With a heavy sigh, the elder nodded compassionately, giving him space and bouncing the tiny trollings in her arms as she did. Whiffle crawled over to his lost love's body, collapsing atop as he sobbed. shoulders heaving as he screamed, "Why?" That was all he could say as he clutched at Sunrise's body. It was still soft and warm. He just kept shouting as he soulfully howled, "Why? Why did you have to go? I need you. I need you. We were going to find a way out of here together." Oh my God. Alyssa, Poppy didn't die. This is a different female who died. Different female who died. Different male who's complaining. Well, not really complaining, who's wailing. Different characters. This is not Poppy and Branch. If it were, I'd be crying right now. Okay. We were going to find a way out of here together. Seriously, are they stuck in the troll tree? Is this a prequel? Oh my God, no way. I don't know. I don't know. That's how this was supposed to go. That's how it was supposed to go. His sobs eventually subsided as he came back down from his hurricane of anguish, but he was just on the precipice of the grief he'd feel down the line. Trudging back over to the elder, he took a shuddering breath and wiped his face. "I'll do it," he told her. "No." Oh, wait, idiot. From one of the many branches up above, two trolls swooped down, drawing in their speckled wings as their feet met the grass. The first one was Stockier. Stockier? Are you trying to say stoicer or something? I don't know. With a broader chest, he spoke in a deep voice. "Let me try. Maybe, I don't know. We'll have to check and see." "We'll do it." The second one was taller with a somewhat narrower build. He was nodding his somber agreement. "Yeah, you just take whatever time you need to say your goodbyes. We'll take care of the burial." So beneath their troll tree, the two dug a grave and gathered flowers to decorate the burial scene, while Whiffle wrapped Sunrise up in her most favorite quilt and clutched her to him. "My darling," he brokenly whispered while smoothing her hair back, "I have no idea what I'm going to do without you, but thank you for giving me a reason to want to wake up in the morning. I hope that if we go somewhere after this life, you go somewhere happier than this wretched place, somewhere you can finally be free, to soar high up to the heavens and beyond. I'll miss you more than I could say, and I just wanted you to know that I..." His words were halted by a door flying open and slamming against the wall. The gathered trolls, cowered in fear, backing away. A tall, spindly beast began stomping over to the small garden in the corner of the drafty room where his captives were held. As the giant creature came into the meager amount of light the room gave off, his countenance became more distinct. He was a Bergen. I think it is too. I don't know. I don't know. I just need to keep reading. This is already giving me interest. Sorry. But he didn't look quite like the Bergens in King Gristle Jr.'s kingdom. He was lanky, and his features were sharply defined, nose and ears hooked at the tips, and skin clear of unsightly warts. No. No. Is it Chef? I do not know. Let's check. I'm totally... I got chills on my back. Jesus. "I was just coming to check back in," he spoke in an unnervingly charismatic voice and looked rather pleased as he got closer. "Ah, the little wailing goblins are here. Splendid." He grinned an ugly grin. "It's not Chef. Took her long enough to pop them out. I've been waiting for hours." Whiffle glared. Dark green eyes narrowed up at the monster leaning over them. "You can't have them," he hissed. "Don't make this difficult," the Bergen smoothly said, holding out his palm and wiggling his fingers. "Hand them over." The elder female took Sunrise's body and placed it at the base of the tree, giving the Bergen a scornful glare, as did the other two. Whiffle took all three of his newborns and hugged them to his body. "I'll die before I do, murderous coward," he yelled up to the beast. The Bergen chuckled lightly. "That's rather big talk from someone who's so little." "Have you forgotten who runs the show around here?" he glowered now. "I would be more than happy to refresh your memory." He took the mystical stone hanging from a chain around his neck, summoning its magic. He spoke a few words in a language unknown to the trolls. The part they did know was that it always meant trouble. With a snap of his fingers, the four trolls cried out, limbs locked as the summoned magic forced them to go completely still where they stood. Oh, God! After that, the Bergen used very little effort to reach in through the magical force field, keeping them inside the force field, and pluck the three little bundles from Whiffle's grasp. No! 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 It better not lead to where I think it's going. As he walked away from the small garden, he snapped his fingers, and they all fell to the ground, groaning and panting in pain from the terrible sting of the magic's dark power. Whiffle, still panting, pushed himself up on shaky limbs, glaring up at the Bergen hatefully. "Monster!" he yelled. "Spineless, soulless monster!" A wave of easy chuckles flowed out as he strolled over to a large pot on a table that stood. Oh, God, no! That stood beneath a shelf crowded with vials and bottles galore. After all these years, that's the best you can do? Shame. The three newborns cried loudly as the Bergen held them up by what little hair sprouted on their teeny heads. Now, he said, there's no need to cry. Today's a most wonderful day. It's your first day in the world, the first day of your little lives. And as a birthday gift, you get the prestigious honor of helping me achieve longevity. What? Longevity? I don't know. In mine. And spreading his clawed thumb forefinger apart, he dropped them into the pot. Oh, God! No, I better not be what I think. Calm eyes watching them fall as he smiled. The greatest gift of all. He poured bottles of murky liquids into the pot, and after the amulet began to grow an ominous red, the cries from inside it ceased. Oh, God! Oh, God! Why? What happened? Before the eyes of the trolls huddled under their tree, the Bergen became younger. Wrinkles smoothing out and silvering hair returning to its original inky black. The female troll held Whiffle and rubbed his back again as he hid his face under her shoulder, tears spilling down in a torrent. Jesus Christ! No, Poxbox. No, Ethan. This is not funny. That's not funny. All right. Whiffle grieved the loss of not only his love, but his children as well, the last he'd ever get to have. Meanwhile, another troll was flying in through the window, on the back of a furry winged creature with rounded ears and wispy tail. What's going on? I don't know what's going on. With rounded ears and wispy tail. This troll looked similar to the others, except she was gray. Oh, it's not Poppy. I was about to say, I'm like, well, who's going on? Whoa, girl, she said, tugging at the reins until the creature protested with a choking sound. Sorry, she muttered. Once they landed on the Bergen's table, the troll hopped down, offering up a bag to him. Here you go. Found the herbs you asked for. Excellent. I'll find a place for them. And for them. Set them over there for now. Okay. I'll try to get this done. We're almost there though. We're almost done. Excellent. Okay. She nodded, dragging the bag across the tabletop. So they finally came. How many this time? 3. 3? The gray troll echoed in disbelief, stopping in her tracks. Wow, Sunrise must be bust. She better rest up while she can and get ready for the next time. There won't be a next time, came Whiffle's despondent croak. She's dead. Tennyson fell over the room in an instant as the Bergen turned slowly, features hardened as he stared. What did you say? Whiffle mirrored his stony stare. Sunrise is dead, he hacked out the words bitterly. Come see for yourself. He wasted no time stalking over to the tree, jaw taut as the troll stepped aside so he could see the lifeless body where it had been set down. He picked up the once living queen and after bringing her back to his potion table, used every method he had on hand to revive her. But it quickly became apparent that anything he tried would prove useless. Shaking in anger, he picked up a handful of glass bottles and hurled them again at the wall. They shattered loudly against the wall, smoking liquid and slimes to form a pool on the floor. He kicked a chair, sending it hurling into a decorative statue, smashing it to pieces. He punched the wall and shoved the stack of tomes to the floor before his tantrum concluded. Then he dug his claws into his hair as he exhaled in livid snarls. Now what? He asked no one in particular. Without a fertile queen, I have no royal blood. Oh, God, no. Uh-oh. I think I already know where you're going. Uh-oh. Just from that line, I already know where they're going. Oh, God. How do I maintain an immortality spell without the key ingredient? Several long beats of silence passed. Then another voice spoke up. Simple. Find a new queen. The Bergen turned to the gray troll standing on the table by the potion bottles that still remained after his outburst. Another, he scoffed, glaring hard. Where would I even begin to look? She knocked her feet together and shrugged. Your nephew and his subjects befriended the ones they used to keep captive. They may not live in this kingdom anymore, but they do stay in contact. She pulled something from a satchel at her side. In fact, I was there today, just doing a little scoping out, and I saw that Bergen girl he married, the former scullery maid. You remember her? No way. Barely. She's a rather easy one to overlook. Well, they're married now, and she happened to be out delivering invitations as I was stopping by. She held up the envelope she dug out. I think you'd want to see this. With the envelope was a card with disgustingly cute stickers all over it. He opened it and read over the invitation, lips slowly curling into a malicious grin. She was giving these out today, he asked. Earlier this morning. Wonderful. It appears they're hosting a little gathering at their castle in 2 weeks. He set down the card and tapped a set of razor-sharp claws together. That's more than enough time. He lowered his hand. Come, my dear, he said to her. We have to make preparations. The gray troll had hopped into his palm. Preparations? What for? For a trip. We're going to pay my nephew and his little wallflower a visit and offer our most heartfelt congratulations to their troll queen friend who has a precious arrival on the way. His eyes glowed with eerie excitement. Seems I've already found a solution to my quandary. Jesus. Yep, it's Bridget, the invitations. Yep. You already know. Happy holidays. They're going to have a baby. Yeah, I know. And surprise, I've left it open for a sequel. Ah! It would follow the events leading up to Branch's proposal to Poppy and the wedding, and then everything else that leads up to this part and what comes after it. Chapters would be about half as long as these have been, and the story would have nothing to do with ice skating and everything to do with developing the Bobby relationship, while adding some new story elements and characters. But only if people wanted to see that. You may not, and that's totally fine. But if you want to see the story continue, you'll have to let me know. Guess what? I do want to know, so here you go. Anyhow, thanks for reading my first go at a Trolls fanfic. It's been fun. Congrats, Autumn. You did fantastically, and I want to see that sequel so bad. I really do. I want to see that sequel so bad. I'm working on the scenario, and I'll have the alert ready for you to do in a few days, so please, I'm going to send it to you. Fine. Anyway, that was awesome. I enjoyed that. I love how you just set up a new interesting chapter and everything like that. This is the end of Fire and Ice, but it could lead to another sequel that could go on this list if it is. And I'm so excited to see if this will go on my list. It probably will, knowing that this is knowing that this is going on and stuff like that. This will be fun. It'll be super fun. Yeah. Now I know what you mean by, or is it? It's because of the fact that you decided, hey, we're going to go ahead and, yeah. All right, bye. Also, for those who don't know, a newborn dead, it's actually two. Not even two. We have 3 dead. Damn it, man. 3 dead new. Oh god, that's really bad to think about. I don't like that. It is really sad. I do not know what happened because I can barely understand what's going on. It seems like a Bergen got killed. and I do not know what the troll meaning or something. I don't know. Like, hold on. I need to look at this. I need to look up. So by okay, where is this? Wait. Wait a minute. Is the gray troll working for the Bergen? Is that what this is trying to say? I think it is. Yeah, I think it is. Okay. I think I'm starting to understand where I'm going now. Yeah, the gray troll works for the Bergen. Wait a minute. This gray troll is a female, so it's not Creek. Thank God. I would not have wanted Creek in this series at all. So we're good. Anyway, awesome. I'm excited for this. I really want to see that sequel. Everybody, do you want to see that sequel? Let her know in the comments, please. Let her know. Tell her yes if you really do. It kind of is another Creek, honestly. But good God, I'm so excited. Good God, the fact that this is done and everything, awesome. I like how this is more of a real life story, and then her sequel, if we get it, please get it, is going to be like a new like adventure or something. I'm totally down. I'm totally down to see it. Seriously, this was so good. Well, looks like Fire and Ice is done, but we gotta convince her to make the sequel. Seriously, we have to. I'm totally down to put this on Fantastic Fanfics because I know she's gonna do well. After this, I know she's gonna do well. Dang. Anyway, thank you so much for watching this and being with me right along with the journey. I should have changed my thumbnail now that I know what content I got myself into. Yeah, I'll do that. Anyway, actually no, I like the thumbnail. So check it. Anyway, thank you so much for being there. I'm sorry that this was so late at night because of the fact I just had to because like I have so much to do tomorrow and I have so many videos I have to film like immediately after this. Um have a great night. You too, Barry. Anyway, thank you so much for watching this. Great job to you, Autumn, as always. Thank you to everybody for supporting her story. Please go support it again and again and again by reading over this over and over again. Please, I'm begging you. Anyway, thank you. And as always, I will see you guys in the next videos. Yeah, I said it, videos, because there's plenty more to go around. Bye.